So, hard-fought game, and these guys sitting next to me, as well as the rest of the group, just played extremely hard. So, really proud of them. Kept their edge about them, and played with energy and enthusiasm and excitement, and it was a fun baseball game. So we're obviously glad we came out on top.
How similar was this game for the guys to the first one? You guys the first game here, you jump out on top, they make a rally late for any of you players.
Logan, pull the mic to you.
How similar was this one to the first game?
Someone else want to take that?
Yeah, I guess it was kind of similar in a way. They put a little rally together off Lincoln, but we got all the faith in the world in Lincoln as our closer, and a little bump in the road doesn't bother him, it doesn't bother us. So we trusted him. We knew that he was going to go out and do his thing, and he prevailed. So we're happy for him.
Logan, on Tuesday you talked about momentum and getting it early. How big was just getting that leadoff double and kind of getting everybody taking a breath?
I mean, as a leadoff guy, it's my job to get on base, and obviously helps when I get on second. Just gives you a better opportunity to score, and if you could have a chance to score in the first, that helps. I mean, you want to score as many runs as you can in a game, so just a big hit, and I guess our guys kind of fed off of it, and I'm here to do whatever I can to help our team win.
Drew, the Kentucky coach, mentioned that you had been struggling at the plate recently. What was going on there? Why the struggle, and how good did it feel to snap out of it?
Yeah, no, he's right. I was struggling a little bit, but I trust my ability. I work extremely hard at what I do to try to be the best at my craft as I can be. I was trying to do a little too much at times in the regional, but I was looking for. I felt a lot more comfortable coming into today. My BPs have been a lot better. I've been staying on the ball longer. I've been seeing it a little bit better. So, to kind of get that swing off and barrel up a ball, it was good for me.
Drew, can you describe that home run and your reaction immediately afterwards? It looked like you were full of emotion.
Absolutely. I mean, you said it, full of emotion. Just trying to get the guys fired up a little bit. Heat of the moment thing. Put a good swing on it, and I was excited. So that's about it.
What kind of pitch? What did you hit?
It was a slider.
Okay, the team jumped out to a quick 2-0 lead in an environment in a setting like this, such an important game. How nice is it as a starter to get that quick lead?
Yeah, it's definitely nice to have a lead. Going back out for your second inning, but I trusted these guys all year, and there's a couple times where I fell behind, they fought back for me, and there's been times where I come out and they put up a 6 spot. So, I trust these dudes all year long, and I love them, and we're just gonna continue to do what we're doing.
For Kade, what do you think was working today?
I was just trying to get ahead in the counts and put the ball in the zone, let defense make the plays. Got the best outfield in America and the best infield in America, and they got a brick wall beyond home plate. So it makes it a lot easier for me, and just trying to trust my stuff and put the ball in the zone.
Hey, talk about the bunt where you fielded the bunt and got the lead runner. How big was that being with the two, with no outs there and 2 runners?
Yeah, I found out I wasn't Derek Jeter. I just wanted to try to make a play. I was just in the heat of the moment. I thought I had the best opportunity to grab it, and just ball kind of slipped out a little bit, but just
talk about the other one.
The one the third. Yeah, I was Derek Jeter on that one.
Derek Jeter on that one.
But yeah, I saw he bunted it hard off the bat, and I just knew that they had a guy in second. My best bet was try to get the lead runner, and Colby was screaming 3 all the way, and I just tried to make it as much of an athletic play as I could and get the ball third.
Okay, what were you saying to Adam as he came in, to your teammates when Coach came and got you?
Yeah, I just told him, we trust you and put on the ball in the zone, and it's exactly what he did for 2 1/3 or whatever you got. And, we trusted that bullpen all year long. We had the best bullpen in the country, and we're going to turn over to them at some point in every game. So I just knew that he was going to get the job done.
For any of you guys, can you talk about Lyman's catch? And every time it seemed like they would try to get something started, you guys would make a play like that.
Kade said, I think we have the best outfield in the country, and I've been blessed to have Colin as my right fielder for 4 years, and the guys, he's very good, and so is Josh. And if you watched us throughout the year, those guys have been making catches like that all year. So, yeah, Lyman comes up with a big catch when we need it, and he's a rock out there.
For any of you players, would the intensity of this thing live up to the billing? A little bit of chippiness there even late in the game?
Kade, you can answer.
Nah, man, it's baseball. It could happen with any team. It doesn't matter who it is, what color they're wearing, and where they're from. And it's just, the moment, it's a super regional game. There's a lot of hype involved, and I mean, it could happen with anyone, and we're just trying to move past that and get back to tomorrow.
Drew, compared to the regional overall, I mean, you just 4 hits, 5 runs on 4 hits. This was kind of not as much of an offensive clinic as some of those games. What can you take away from this game versus the regional?
We battled. We grinded these at-bats out. They threw Thompson, who is an extremely good pitcher. He's going to be a very good pitcher down the road. They brought in Macklure, who's another solid pitcher. Logan, who's got a lot of experience. They're running guys out who are extremely good. And so what we got to do is we got to grind out at bats, and that's what we did today. We got runners on base. We did our jobs. We moved them over when we needed to. We got the timely hit. I'm extremely proud of how we played today at the plate.
Your thoughts on this coach had said he had, I guess, Louisville was tomorrow, they announced that Jelly is going to pitch for them. Just to All-American Conference Player of the Year kind of pitcher, guys. What do you think of that matchup? Or was so much
I don't know about these guys, but to me it's another baseball game. Obviously we've seen Brendan pitch all year. We know what he's got. But like I said, we're excited to play tomorrow, and that's what we're going to try to do. We're going to try to win a ball game.
Drew, what did you think about the atmosphere? What was it like being a part of that, especially when you hit the home run? It kind of went crazy. It was
awesome. Even before that, the crowd was into it. Kade got him into it with a couple strikeouts. Lyman's catch. Kade's little Steph Curry stomp, which he doesn't like Steph Curry, but he's a big LeBron guy. But sorry, my bad. But no, it was an awesome atmosphere, and we hope that all those people come out tomorrow and support us again, because tomorrow could be special for us, and we're gonna try to do what we came here to do.
For any of the players, did having experienced a super regional before help you guys?
Yeah, sure. I mean, just kind of expect to be here, so jitters aren't as bad. At least, I mean, this is my 4th time, so I definitely say I had more jitters as a freshman, but now it feels more like a baseball game, just a regular game.
Do you feel like I guess the way I'm trying to phrase it is, in a 1-0 situation, do you feel like you're looser or able to play to your style versus being down 0-1?
And we're going to treat it like it's 0-0 tomorrow. Doesn't matter. We're going to come out with everything we got, trying to win that game.
Kade, speaking of that stomp, you did show a little more emotion today. Was it just the atmosphere, or was it, being part of the game, being part of the moment?
Hey, man, just know it's on the line, and, kind of had 2 rough outings in a row, and I was trying to get back on track, and, situations like that, and you got to prove yourself, and I felt like I just tried to prove myself and, prove myself to my teammates, and, I know they had trust in me, so I was just trying to do what I, naturally do, and just kind of got the best of me a little bit.
2 more for the players.
Kade, was the plan today, were you pounding the fastball more than usual even?
No, that's just kind of been my approach for the last 3 years, is just pitch off the fastball and try to get ahead in counts, and then, let the off-speed work from there.
1 more? Anybody? All right. Thanks, guys.
Dan, what made Kade so effective today?
Well, like you said, he got ahead. 1 walk. I think that's always the key with starting pitching. Minimize the walks. But being in the zone and the defense is on their toes, and there's pitchers that have the ability to keep everybody in the flow of the game, and just felt like Kade was in a really good flow today. And that was. We challenged them to set the tone. You set the tone for the weekend, and made it clear last weekend you could play 5 games in a regional if you get in that losers bracket, and so there's probably a little more pressure to put 7 or so innings up in that first game, and made it clear this 3 games is the most we can play here, so we don't need 7 innings. Just really, we'd love 5, and if you can give us a little more, that'd be great, but. Set the tone, and he did that. I'm really, really happy, really proud of him.
Can you talk about what Adam gave you then in the next 2?
We felt like Adam was a good matchup for them. He's a good matchup for everybody. 6'6" left-handed pitcher, and so he did exactly what we had planned. And I knew Coach Williams had a great game plan going into it, and it worked.
Coach, from your perspective, what's Drew been kind of fighting here the last little span, and what kind of got him out of it?
You know, he even in the regionals, he looks like he's on balls. You know, like his takes are really good. I think you can tell a lot by a hitter by their takes, and so probably just trying to do too much. You know, our older guys weren't great in the regionals last weekend, and you know, baseball's tricky. You could want it too bad and try too hard, and you know, so I met with those 4 juniors this week and just play. You know, let's just play the game, man. Trust your ability and don't try to do too much. And I've really enjoyed the last couple of weeks because, man, they're really lifting each other up. They're playing with a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm. This is different. This is different than the middle of the season when sometimes guys will carry their bat with them and they'll mope a little bit or they'll get frustrated. I mean, you could see that the care for each other and realizing that this is bigger than them. This is bigger than their at bat, you know, just how hard they're playing and how focused they are every inning.
Why do you think it's some of those older guys who maybe are feeling the pressure a little more, even though they've been here before?
No, you realize your time's running out, you know, and you wanna go out with a bang and you know, so you try a little too hard and you know, plus you know now they've got awards and you've got, you know, guys that are playing with awards, you know, on top of their shoulders. Sometimes makes you feel like, well, maybe I got to do a little more since the country thinks I'm this special or this good. And we talk a lot to our kids about, man, no judgment. Don't let others, you know, judge who you are. You know who you are. Just do what you're capable of doing. And you know, like Logan, I thought Logan said it great. I mean, these kids are just doing anything they can to help this team win.
And we'll just talk about the atmosphere, what you thought.
You know, from ESPN standards, I thought what a great way to kick off the Super Regionals, man. Put Jim Patterson Stadium up there in a rivalry-type Super Regional and kind of set the tone for college baseball. So if you can't get into college baseball with this kickoff game, then, man, you just don't have a pulse.
Leading into the week, you know, a few days before the game, how much did you think about using McCade today, or were you going McClure all the way?
No, I text McClure Friday night after the game last Friday and just challenged him. And lots of times when I walk out to the mound, I'll say something to a kid about, you know, being ready to go next week. And, you know, we don't want to rush to make a decision. You know, Coach Williams does a great job of, you know, scouting and preparing and planning and trying to do its best for each kid and for the program. But just it being a Friday series and trusting Kade. I mean, I think that was the biggest thing, that we trusted Kade. You know, I keep saying it. I mean, this guy's an All-American, man. This guy's on the All-American wall out there. You know, so you got to, you know, these guys have done it. They're not going to be perfect. They don't have to be perfect, but I mean, just trust them, believe in them. And like I said, I'm really happy for them.
Dan, in a best of 3, what does it mean to be up 1-0?
I don't know, like Logan said, we have to approach the game tomorrow like it's 0-0. I mean, it's not like, well, hold something back and we always have the next day. I don't think that's this team's style. I think, like the shirt in the dugout says, run towards the roar. That's exactly what this group's going to do.
And we're assume you're in Pittsburgh tomorrow.
Yes.
Thoughts against facing Ellis, extremely accomplished.
Yeah, a great year, and but we knew we were facing a really good pitcher today. I mean, I thought they made a great decision. I mean, you know, you could say Thompson's their hottest pitcher. That's a really talented kid, and he's got a special career ahead of him. And so, you know, they're in a position, obviously, because Jelly threw twice last weekend and needing to give him a little more rest. Be a fun matchup. You know, it's a great challenge for our kids, but, you know, you realize at this point, I mean, these are the best of the best that make it to the Super Regionals. So,
what does it say about Drew that he's had a pretty quiet last few weeks, but he's still leading the team in pretty much every offensive category?
You know, it's you know, baseball. You can't always evaluate in 10 or 20 at bats. It's too hard. You know, you got to look at the body of work, and you know, hitting a baseball is tough. And when you know, teams know that you do a lot of damage, they pitch around you. They pitch you tougher than they pitch other guys. So You know, he's like I said. I've always thought he's right there. You know, at times he might pull off or try to do a little too much, but man, he's seeing the ball well, and he's seen it well all year.
When you're struggling like that and then he gets that big hit, especially seeing that emotion, is that usually a jolt to getting somebody out of a funk?
You know, I guess, you know, like I said, I don't think he was in that bad of a spot, you know, just competing, and, you know, you just wanted to come out again and compete, grind it tomorrow. Like he said, I thought our offense was really good. I mean, we got the starter out in 4 innings. 4 innings. 90 pitches, you know. So we might not have had a ton of hits to show for it, but, man, we grinded out at bats. I mean, we fouled off a lot of balls. We competed. And, you know, Coach Snyder and Coach Vrabel do a phenomenal job with our hitters. So just stick to the process. Don't try to do anything special.
2 more.
How about the 5th inning, Dan? You got out. They did back-to-back singles, and you got out of it without any damage.
Yeah, we work on bunt defense every week. We work on PFPs. You know, I wrote a note down about Kade in the first. Like, I don't blame him for trying to make the play. Obviously, you'd rather have Colby make that play. But we tell our pitchers all the time, be aggressive, man. Be aggressive. Go after the ball. Don't expect someone else to make the play. If you're going to be a great fielding pitcher, you've got to expect to make every play. Fortunately, that's one that we can laugh about now. But him bouncing off the mound and making the play and throwing the guy at third, I mean, we work on that every week from the first week of practice, the day after Labor Day. It's our first practice of the year, bunt defense, and, you know, I want these kids to feel prepared. I want them to know that they're prepared for everything.
Last one.
The play lineman keeping Carson off, I mean, that's a triple with nobody out. How, momentum-wise, that had to be maybe one of the early plays of the game that kept him guessing.
We've been saying it all year. I've said it double-digit times. We think we got the best outfield in the country, and that's including Summers. Like, we think we got 4 guys that can play any position out there, and we emphasize that, you know, the ability to play great defense. From the first meeting of the year through the emphasis in the outfield is our defense. Like, our defense is good enough. And so we pound the ball in the zone and we stuff and play the defense that we're capable of. The sky's the limit. Thanks everyone.